Is your mental health something that is impacting on your skin? What you use topically on your skin is not the full story. We really need to be thinking about our hormones, our gut health, and how they play a huge role in the quality and the function of the skin. If you decrease the amount of alcohol that you're putting into your body, your skin is going to improve 1,000 times. Alcohol dries the skin out, and it's what we call a holistic skin practitioner like myself doesn't only know how to recommend based on your skin, she has a deep understanding of. Welcome to the Holistic Skin Guru, where what's on the surface is just as important as what's underneath. I'm your host, Amena. Let's dive deep into the world of holistic skincare. So what do you really need to know about the difference between a holistic approach to skin and a typical beautician approach to skin? Okay, so typical beautician will not fully understand the ingredient technology or skin biology because generally speaking, Cert 2 and Cert 3 providers in Australia don't get much education around skin biology or ingredient technology. They get basics in facial training and basics around beautician treatments such as brows, lashes. Most beauticians will be guided by their skincare provider as to what to recommend. This is the same as reading the back of a bottle, pretty much. Seeing a qualified skin therapist with experience will enable you to receive information that is more bespoke and suited to your skin type. That leads us to a holistic skin practitioner. A holistic skin practitioner, like myself, doesn't only know how to recommend based on your skin, she has a deep understanding of what to look for in your lifestyle, your environment, your diet, and to guide you towards what is best for your skin. You see, we don't just look at the skin as one entity. Everything is connected. And so everything has a flow-on effect on the other. And your skin is your body's largest organ. So typically when something is going wrong elsewhere in the body, in our organs, it starts to present in our skin in the form of a rash or in the form of dullness or grayness or that sort of thing. And that's when we know things are not quite right. You know, a lot of people end up with very, very dark circles under their eye and it's connected to their liver or it's connected to their kidneys. We've had people who present with the tails of their brows that stop growing, and that usually tells us that there's something going wrong with their thyroid. Some people come in and they have a lot of congestion around their chin area, and that will tell us that their hormones are, disrupted in some shape or form, and so that they need to go and do some investigating and find out what it is that's going on. Gut health, all these sort of things affect our skin. So remember, what you use topically on your skin is not the full story. And so we really need to be thinking about our hormones, our gut health, and how they play a huge role in the quality and the function of the skin. Sometimes even the seasons, like from the time of year, will affect the way your skin reacts to things around you and how you treat it. So start thinking about this. It's not just your skin and what you put it onto it. It's how you live and what you yourself, through insufficient sleep, disrupts the body's way of healing. And the skin is the first to show the signs of fatigue. Not enough hydration. And by the way, the best way to hydrate is to drink a glass of water first thing in the morning as soon as you wake up, to really give your skin what it needs. Do this daily. You can incorporate some Celtic sea salt or Himalayan pink salt on your tongue and watch how things start to change. Another one to look out for is your mental health. Is your mental health something that is impacting on your skin? It can impact hugely depending on what you're going through. Most clients who are suffering with depression have noticeably grayer complexions with darkening under the eyes. And some may say, well, if you suffer from depression, then you're probably not sleeping well. And this may be true, but think of your skin as your body's largest organ. and the symptoms of ailments usually show through the skin. So the key to good skin is to be happy. What we tell ourselves about ourselves is important, and being overly critical of our looks may not help us reach our skin goals. This particular topic about skin and alcohol is something that in Australia, I don't seem to get much of a good reaction from clients about it. Most Aussies don't want to let go of their glass of wine every night, and I get it. But if you decrease the amount of alcohol that you're putting into your body, I can almost bank my life on it that your skin is going to improve 1,000 times. I was listening to ABC radio the other day, and they were chatting about how Australian women are so inebriated. And I was like, what? They started talking about how Australian women, like there was a study that was done in Sydney, and they found that Aussie women start their day with a coffee, and then maybe by about 10 or 11 o'clock, they're either having an energy drink or another coffee. And later in the day, in the afternoon, maybe another energy drink or another coffee. And by the time dinner rolls round, these women are already onto their second or third wine before dinner or after dinner. And that doesn't even take into account the fact that 1 in 3 Aussies take medication for depression or anxiety. So if you throw that into the mix, their bodies don't have time to be free from intoxicants before the next day rolls around, and the process repeats itself. So this is not doing our skin any favors. Alcohol dries the skin out, and it's what we call the intrinsic factors of aging, where the skin ages faster than it should. Something really for us to think about, because as Australians, we put so much emphasis on alcohol as part of the way, everyone has fun these days, that some people can't even imagine going out with their friends to party without getting drunk. Think about what that's doing to your skin. Years ago, I had a girl that used to come in. She was a regular client. And then all of a sudden she was breaking out, and she was saying to me, I don't know what's going on with my skin. Like, how am I breaking out all of a sudden? I'm doing everything you're telling me to do. Once I dug a little bit deeper and I asked her a few questions, it became glaringly obvious what was going on. She was going out on the weekends and binge drinking. And then she was coming to see me for her appointment on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. And by then, the alcohol had caught up with her skin. The sugars in the alcohol had actually caused her skin to break out. Now, there's the sugar in the alcohol, and there's also the alcohol component. For her, this was the sugars that was actually causing her skin to break out. But in many of us, we're showing our age through overindulging in alcohol, because alcohol dehydrates and it does age the skin. So a few things for us to think about. The other thing that ages the skin is smoking. And I don't care what you're smoking, whether it's tobacco or anything else, it is going to age your skin whether you like it or not. Not only does it age the skin, it also sucks into our pores. I mean, I've done microdermabrasions on smokers before, and as I'm doing the micro and cleaning that skin, I can actually smell the smoke coming out of their skin. And that's how bad it is. So we really want to think about what we're putting our skin through. And this client, I could actually remember the moment when she got off the bed and I said to her, are you a smoker? And she said, yes. How did you know? And I said, well, I could smell the smoke coming out of your skin as I was doing the micro. And she was amazed by this. And then she said to me, how old do you think I am? And I swear to God, I was trying to be kind when I said to her, I thought she was in her early 50s. She was actually in her early 40s. And I almost shriveled up into a little ball. I felt so awful. But she asked me the question and I gave her the answer that I thought was kind. She actually looked like she was in her mid to late 50s and she was in her early 40s. And it's all because of her smoking habit. Vaping is another way of disrupting your skin's balance. And it has the nicotine component in it, which we already know is bad for our skin. But the chemical component is also bad for our skin. And you only have to go online to see all the skin reactions that have happened to people from vaping. So you can even cause some acne and dehydration with vaping. So stay away from smoking and stay away from vaping. So really think about your skin and what you're putting it through. Get rid of your bad habits. Anybody who tells you that you can look amazing with no hard work is lying to you. Anything in life that you want to prosper in, whether it be finances, careers, your body or your skin, you have to put the hard work in. And it's actually not that hard when it comes to skin. You just need to be guided in the right way and you will see amazing results. Thank you for joining me on Holistic Skin Guru. If this episode has helped you get one step closer to achieving your skin goals, I'd love your support with a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And don't forget to subscribe on your favorite platform too. If you've got any questions about your skin, I'd love to hear from you. Connect with me at Holistic Skin Guru on all platforms. Don't forget, as a listener, you can get 10% off all treatments at our SkinFit New Farm Clinic in Brisbane. Simply pop the word podcast in your booking online or mention it on the phone when you book.